Does anybody know why Vinsmoke, like Germa 66 alts are so expensive?
It's because Reiju's hot, dude.
Like I'm looking at a pre-release 2-cost Reiju. This is like a common, and it's pre-release stamped. It's $50, and then the stage is still like 70.
For the alt?
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I think people really wanted to get the Reiju stuff, you know, all match rarity. You know what? Actually, that's a set that I think people thought they would have like gotten more support or like a different leader for that.
Yeah.
Like, there's no judge. Like, I was surprised there was no like actual Sanji Germa 66 stuff or like a Finsmoke judge.
Wait,
I
Odd
hated that
Starva just
set of
posted.
cards,
Wait, Odd
though.
Starva posted. Well, guys, we're gonna have to postpone.
Can you just glaze on Starva the entire podcast? Thank you.
Could you say OTG Darver instead? Can we just like make OTG
Yeah,
Darver?
please say the full name.
Or you want me to like say like hypothetically, if OTZ Darvo were to play One Piece, I think he'd be the best player ever with his strategical thinking.
I wasn't thinking exactly this, but this is perfect.
Okay, and that will be the start of the pod. Okay, we'll lead it with that.
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful. No, I don't know if we could. Can we start with OTZ Darva? Is that too much? Is that
wait? Pre-release Gion.
Too niche. I think that actually is too niche.
Maybe.
Too nicheling.
Bro, what? Sorry, you guys see how like Kitchen Nightmares is fucking clickbaiting now on YouTube?
Dude, it doesn't matter to me. I just watch it anyways. I don't
Bro,
care.
this one says Gordon can't handle this despicable meat.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's not a fucking minion.
Is that an allowed? Is that can we not do this?
Well, no, it's weird.
Yeah, this is awesome.
I can guarantee you this is just a repost. Like they've been reposting for eons now.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, because
the show's over. The show's over. What do you want, Will?
You think they're not going to stop posting the cash cow? What are you talking about?
Are you ready for like the sloppiest start known to man?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Slop it up.
Do intros.
Slopping spree.
I guess we can kind of get started then. Again, this is gonna be very heavily edited. we'll get you working. It's fine. All right.
Please edit every Will cringe moment.
Oh my god! I'll make a Will cringe compilation.
Bloopers.
If you want to just leave the
Will cringe bloopers.
Fine with me.
That'd be fun, actually. Right at the end. No, it should be a separate video. That should be a shorts of just like Will saying shit. See, that's the thing. It's like I was thinking, like, how many bad takes do we want on this? And it's like probably a lot. Honestly, I'll take everyone.
Will is genuinely just going to be the devil's advocate the entire time.
No, like my hot take is that Galdino is nowhere near as bad as Borsalino. I don't know if that's a hot take or if
that is not a hot take in the slightest. That's like the most lukewarm take.
I think that's probably correct. I think people hate
Borsalino. No, genuinely, I think people tend to think that Galdino is just a fun blue staple.
I think they overvalue. I think they overvalue the card draw on the board. It's very
like I think because I was gonna go really hard on Galdino, and I think that's probably more of a hot take in the general consensus market.
Probably.
What do you mean? Like it's good or it's like
that it's broken?
Like I'm gonna say it's very good, and I think that's a harder take than you saying it's worse than Borsalino.
Okay, I mean, sorry, I thought the consensus was that it was a very strong card. Are people?
The consensus is that it's just good.
Oh no, I think
it's not that it's like.
I mean, obviously we know this, but dropping Galdino, draw 4, freeze 2 is pretty strong.
Every time I say draw 4, I wince.
Yeah.
I'm like, really?
That's it in the Will cringe comp. Draw 4, draw.
I mean, the worst part is though, I took a look. I tried to make sure for this segment. I'm like, how many decks are playing Galdino? There's one blue deck that is not playing Galdino right now. A singular blue deck.
Wait, hold on. Can I guess?
Right, yeah, go for it.
I mean, it's obviously purple blue Kaido, but like, do we really have to keep guessing?
Yes, the meta threat blue purple Kaido. That's the one.
Wait, like meta deck Lucy. Lucy doesn't play Galdino, right?
I think you got it, actually. That would make sense. It's probably Lucy.
You know what? Actually, if it is Lucy, that's my bad. I have not seen.
It's Lucy or like Jinbei.
I've not seen like a Lucy deck list. That's my issue. Is I've not seen it. Yeah, no, never mind. It'd be two. Currently, there are two.
Okay, just tell me. Just tell me.
All of them are like UI Hancock. Hancock is not playing it for some reason.
Hancock is not playing it.
Yeah, I've not seen it at all.
Makes sense.
Sure. Are you on a first name basis with Boa? What's happening?
Yeah. No. I know where.
Buddy. Ooh, new Ace win. It's not a flagship, but it's 4-0.
Ace is doing pretty well right now. Ace is like the underdog of the format.
Oh, Red Ace got another win. Oh, it got 2 wins.
Oh shit.
Oh, where is this?
All right, so
is it the same guy? No, it's not the same guy. Wait, is it the same guy? It
Where
might
do you
be.
look up on? Are you like on Limitless right now, or what's the or is that
No, I'm on
top
Gum
decks?
Gum.
It is going on.
Oh, Brook won. Holy
Let's
Brook.
go! Fucking dude, Brook is my champ.
Sorry, wasn't Brook like an SB win, or was it like a just a store battle?
Nope. It's a
count.
standard battle, but it's 3-0. It's not big. But the ace wins, one of them is not listed. The other one's 4-0, which is like,
Good.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not like a flagship, but some flagships are 4 rounds. So it's like not that different.
Should we start recording soon before we?
Yeah,
I've already been
I feel like
recording,
we
so
spent.
no, honestly, like, you
Oh.
can kind of start this from here as like a preamble. We'll go with that. That's the idea.
You can splice the Galdino section because I think that was actually good.
Yeah,
No,
that
that
was
was
pretty.
decent. No, I think we might just start with this and just have it as it is, and just have this the start. And we'll go with this is the given name. Okay, this is the start. All right. Well, this is the I guess the start of the inaugural efficient rates podcast. Then we're gonna get it going. You know what? Only podcast where I think a 1 for 3 was actually viable. Jinbei, holy Jinbei stat line. Wait.
Wait, Arlong stat line.
Arlong stat line. We got a Chu stat line as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't you mean Chu stat line?
A little bit
Buggy
better,
event
yeah.
searcher stat line.
Wait, Matt, don't you mean 1 for 3 red vanilla Vegapunk stat line?
That is
Okay,
that. Sorry, is that a 1 for 3?
I'm pretty sure.
Honestly, it's better for Bonnie, right? The Bonnie is like the good one, and like that one still doesn't see play. It's so bad.
Wait, it's just a 1 for 3?
Dude, the Bonnie is
The Bonnie's a
busted
1 for
in
3,
Star
yeah.
Trek Luffy, bro.
No, it's crazy.
Busted.
It's crazy, but it's not. It's super bad. But
No, it's terrible.
I don't. You see, the thing is though, it's so funny. In that deck, it just seems so.
Have
funny.
you guys been seeing Star Deck 21 Luffy? Have you guys been watching that?
No,
Or
not
like
at
playing
all.
it at all?
That leader
Dude,
so much.
Sorry, no one's playing this
It
deck
looks
though.
it looks
No,
really
no.
good.
Is it good?
And
It's
not
so
for the reasons that you would have thought. Not for the reasons you would have thought.
Oh yeah, the 5 cost
It-
Sanji. I thought that one was gonna be
No,
huge.
you know the
yeah.
one. Are you familiar with the 1 cost Nico Robin? It pops a 2K. It's a 1 for 2 with counter.
Yep. The
Rev Army?
They play the 7 cost Luffy, and then give something -7, and they pop a 9
Jesus. Okay. Wow.
because it's not base popper. It's actually really obnoxious.
Welcome back, Ice Age, into Absalom.
And then Conqueror's Hockey. Conqueror's Hockey is seeing a lot of play in just random niche red decks, is what I'm noticing. That wasn't happening before.
It like debuffs the whole board on your you debuffs your whole board.
It's plus 2k. It's 0 cost plus 2k to a Silver's Rayleigh card or any character, and then it's rest 1 Dawn. Give the entire board and leader -1.
Honestly, maybe I should start playing on Roger. It seems
So
kind of good.
on character, like when you're trying to counter for your characters, it's basically a 3k event, but better. And then I mean it doesn't counter for your leader if you're not Silver's Rayleigh, but I think the point is you're playing it in an aggro deck that's just never countering life swings.
No, it's insane. That's 0 cost. I can't believe it's just not seeing play anymore. Especially in
I mean,
this format.
I've
Sorry.
seen some
This is the
Roger
format where it's
people
great.
playing Roger playing it.
Yeah, but no one's playing Roger. Like Roger's not like a deck that's
Hey.
actually.
Okay.
Hey.
That
I mean, it's not
reminds me
wrong
of
though,
that,
right? I mean,
like propaganda spread by Roger players to get rid of Red Rock. From the format.
It's true. I did that.
and it made the format so much better. The thing is, though, you wouldn't see Red Rock in this format either way, right? Like, this is not a format
No,
you'd see this
no,
format.
definitely.
I don't know. I think it's pretty good against BYT. Like if you
I
Red
think if
Rock
you're a
their
blue
red
deck-
cost or something.
It's still a 2
If you're a blue deck and you suck versus Teach and Nami, maybe you play it.
But isn't the problem though? It's like maybe Nami plays it. Does Nami have a bad matchup in a Teach? Is that the?
Well, Nami just has
consensus?
Raigo. It's fine. They don't care.
I mean, they're
Nami
playing.
already
Sorry, well, no. If they had Red Rock, they'd play Red
Red
Rock.
Rock.
That's the
Red
idea.
Rock.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
It is
for
just
sure,
better.
for sure. But
100%.
yeah,
But they're okay for now. They're doing fine. But
they
other
still
issue
have
is-
that niche filled.
sorry, isn't Goofy winning into like it's all like the blue decks are winning into Teach, so I don't think those decks need Red Rock. It's not like an
Yeah.
actual card they need to see play.
I forgot people
Goofy is
started
so
calling him
goated.
Goofy.
It's been Goofy for the longest time.
Yeah, Goofy's
I mean,
insane.
people do.
No, we should
I don't like-
just call it. We should call it Gloofy.
'Cause he
Like
sniffs
Girona?
glue.
The Girona
Like
guy. The glue.
Glue, mysterious wins.
Mysterious Winds is one of my favorite ones.
I love mysterious
He
wins.
has so many bangers. No, but the Star decks are something else, man. They are different.
I feel
They're
so
different
bad
breeds.
for Zoro. It's so funny.
Aaron was telling me about the Kuzon one and like what it can do now, and the deck seems kind of absurd.
Yeah, Kuzan looks really good. I really underrated 21 Luffy. I think the issue with 21 Luffy is it looks really good when you're playing against a 5k leader and like the Sanji 5 cost Sanji actually does something and then the 4 for 6 the 4 cost Luffy that plays at a 3K or no 4K guy that looks much better in like 5K leader matchups. But you look at like the decks that you're actually competing against, and it's like, wow, my cards don't do anything.
I mean, I don't think you're seeing 5-cost LNG like as like a real card. I don't know if that's actually like a card you can play.
It's literally
might
there
have
for
to,
just
but
like 80% of the time it's just there to stat pad the 7 cost Luffy minus power.
yeah, for the
That's the
bodies.
only reason it's there. It's also a redraw, so it's like it doesn't cost you anything to put onto the board. It can swing into vassals and stuff if you're just like playing a longer game
It just feels
versus
rough.
an L.
It just feels rough to have. Like it just you hate to see it, you know? It's this deck. I think I can't believe they gave a starter deck an actual another starter deck. I don't know why they thought that was
Yeah, I didn't
why
think
they
that was
this
going to
too weird.
happen.
They didn't need to do that.
Not at all. Not at all. It
I
just
think
didn't
it's
make
funny
sense.
though.
Yeah, no, it's
It's
interesting.
also on top
but-
of that, they're just like they completely screwed over Green Zoro. Like his support is not good, nor does it like he probably won't even play it. It's just Mihawk cards. Like
I
they're
think
probably
they
playing
probably
the
will
Odin.
play it.
Probably
I
playing
think
the
they'll
Odin.
play the Odin for sure, and then I think because of just the current card pool for Zoro, they'll probably play the Mihawk begrudgingly. I don't think.
But I'm so just like every other deck that had a starter deck, their SRs were juiced.
No.
Like-
You forgot about Red Black Sabo.
Never mind.
They
Some of them
fucked up
were-
his sandwich 10
Okay, hold on.
times.
Do you
Yeah.
think any of those cards could be good in like Koala? We know they're not
I
going to see
literally
play in
already
Red
forgot
Black.
what they do. I think they had a 7 cost.
Hold on, I've got one here. It's a 7 for 6 blocker with +1 cost, so it can trigger the leader effect. Give 1 rested onto your leader, then play a 4K from hand or trash.
Not the worst. I guess it could play that new 2K Lindbergh.
No, it's red. The Limper's red. You can't play that in
Yeah,
Koala.
it's for Red Black Sabo.
No, I'm saying no. He was talking about Koala. He plays in Koala,
I
and it's like you can't do that
it
for
triggers-
Koala.
Yeah, in Koala.
Sabo, right?
I mean, the issue is the yellow
I
4000.
think the issue
bad.
is the yellow 4K. I mean, I think it does give you a really good reason to play some of your weird trigger cards from Betty, like the 3 for 4 blocker Karasu.
And you
Because
know
now
what?
you have this
Like,
and you
remind-
have.
You can
But like
play.
this is, I think this
it's
is a card
fine.
that just purely exists. This is a card that just purely exists for the odd curve when you can't play dragon on what would you be your 8 turn, your 8 dawn turn, you're on 7.
Mhm.
It's just like, okay, I need to flood board +1 costs. I want to start drawing cards.
That's like so bad though. It's like I don't like when I have to build a deck and then also like build for off curve. I kind of just say I'm gonna build for on curve and just suck it up if I lose.
And that's why you play BY Teach, yeah.
What a,
No, I
what
don't
a-
play
What a strong player, dude.
I do not pair.
But I think the Kuma is good in a similar reason. Like you can just, I mean, I'm not saying this is like the method or anything, but like you can just sort of play a blocker every turn for free from your trash, and then also develop like cards that can do something like blocker attack.
I mean, the issue is Koala is already just so bad. There's just not a point in playing it. I don't think there's a thing that could save this at this point. Like nothing they got. None of the like the younger cards, but like the smaller guys have ever been playable. They just aren't there. Like the Limber and Cross are like decent, but it's like you don't care. Like you don't care
I
about
will
that.
say,
You
like,
know?
I think if they do get something that's like actually like, ooh, this card is pretty strong, I think this stuff will look much better.
Sure.
Because
They
I
make a
think the
difference.
actual idea of a 5 for 5 that's going to activate your leader effect and then also play a 4K is pretty good if the 4K is good.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Wait,
Sure.
could they play that Draggle Simpson Kuma off of this effect?
You can.
Yeah, there you go. That's a fun. Like I feel like that's a fine.
Graggle Simpson
Koala.
Kuma. You have to put that like a picture of it so everybody knows what that is.
Craggle Simpson on the screen, sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
No, a picture of the card.
I know, no, that's what I meant.
a card and Draggle Simpson.
Yeah, we'll go a side by side comparison. We'll get that going.
We'll do one of the Simpson edits with that music.
That was such a funny those reveals were so funny. Waiting for like Yamato cards. It was so incredibly funny.
Yeah, we were like, damn, this deck seems so ass, and then they just show like
I had
Kuma.
the incredible crash out. I think that was honestly the moment where I was like, where are we going with this? What was the point? And I mean, it got there. I mean, the Momonosuke in the
No, it definitely looks good.
yeah, it's decent. Like right now, it's okay. I mean, if we actually get like another card for that set, I think it's gonna look a little bit better. But it might just
Mhm.
get the Thriller Bark treatment, you know, where it's like one kind of just middling card per set until we get like an EBO 3 or something. We might get that for EBO 4 or 5 though, right? B5.
I like that you call that the thriller bark treatment and not the egghead treatment.
Well, no, Egghead got a bunch of good cards. That's the problem. I think
I
Egghead
guess
got like
all of them were
playables.
good.
Name one thriller bark card that came out afterwards besides like Ryuma. That
That
was
was
still
goated.
playable in there, yeah.
Hirlidon or something, the
Yeah.
bat guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my favorite
Gildon?
EVO2 staple. I pulled so many of those, man. I have so many
I mean, to be fair,
Hirlidons.
I think the big surprise thriller bark card that actually was good was the 6-cost Morio.
I don't
Yeah,
think that was a
maybe.
surprise. That card reads really good.
No, but I mean, like, it just came out of nowhere. Like, it was in what was it, PRB?
PRB2.
Yeah, PRB2.
Yeah,
Yeah, they had no reason to give
Yeah.
Moria buff.
yeah.
I
That's
guess
what
it's because they were preempting BY Moria, but BY Moria doesn't really. I mean, it likes that card, but I don't think it
Oh, it
really plays it
loves
that
that
heavily.
I mean, it's a 3 of in my list.
Speaking of though, we don't actually have a premium booster set 3, which I kind of forgot about them honestly. Like in the general
so
grand scheme of things, they were decent. Like having like good reprints and like a good
One
reprint policy is really nice to have. I think having to print new staples, like you print the 9-cost boa again, like get some like secret rares that were from like earlier sets and give them
and I
something
mean,
else,
20
man.
SRs, and 20 SRs per box is pretty good.
They were decent. Like they were always fun to open. I think people would always open those, right? I don't think they ever didn't get a profit on that.
I mean, I
Right?
did, but that's just the profit on everything.
Well, okay, I know you're good for profit. I meant more like the stores and stuff. People who are selling the product. I think they were never down on that.
No, they just kept them sealed.
I can't think of an actual One Piece product that has bombed. Maybe like starter decks
Uh,
and stuff, like double packs. But I think people buy the double packs too.
I feel like
You want to know? You want to know a product that bombed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you gonna say the
Are you
flame
familiar with? No. Are you familiar with ST22?
No, which one's
So
that?
that's after
Which
the red one. What was after? Oh, Nace. Is that Nace?
Ace of Newgate. Ace
Yeah!
of Newgate.
Let's go.
I bought that up, man. I think the Odins. I think the Odins at that point.
Wow,
The
that was a
negative
fun deck. I will say that period of time where PRB2 came out and Ace Newgate was still like the card pool actually looked kind of good. It was a fun time. That was a good time, especially when OP12 came out as well.
You know what though?
OP12 into
Yeah.
PRB2, you had Marco, and then you had the 9-cost Rushgate
Oh, Marco
with the event that it did not get printed with for some unknown reason.
Now, there was one thing about this. I think one of my favorite cards in this game currently is the 5-cost ace. Obviously, you know that one, the 5-cost blue ace that plays 4 cards on top of the deck. And kind of do a little segue here. Do you guys know about this new segment I'm gonna do called Broke or Broken?
I don't.
All right.
Ready?
What this segment's gonna be about is I'm gonna give you guys a fake card. A card that is not real, a card I made up, and I want you to tell me if it is a little bit too good, a little bit not good enough, or if it's perfect, where it is. And if you have any complaints about it, just tell me where you think you would change it to make it an actual good card.
I'm only gonna complain.
That is fair enough. But I want to start this off because first on the list right now is a red Marco.
Red Marco.
We start with the red Marco, but it is a red Marco, 4-cost, 6k power, no counter, with the type Whitebeard Pirates. And it's a when attacking, draw 1 card and give Arrested Dawn to one of your leaders or characters.
I love this. Is like an OPO2 blue card.
Is it?
Yeah.
This is just. It's very reminiscent of best guy Cavendish.
It's close to it. A little bit worse, but or better, depending on how you see it.
A little worse, but I mean, there's some upside to getting extra attack power than an extra card. Obviously, it's not the same thing, but I mean,
I think this is a fine card. I don't think this is broken.
I mean, this is a matter of
I think
like
this is
there
great.
is. Yeah.
This is definitely played for sure. Like in the decks that are playing that Kobe just to be able to draw. I can't remember what I think it's PRB Kobe, that one.
Yeah, PRB Kobe. I think Shanks
Yeah,
still sometimes plays it, but
replace those. Like this would just replace all the Kobe's in anyone's list.
my worry here is just thinking about red blue ace. I do like just like because we're just I think when we're talking about like red card draw design, I think the only really thing that you're scared of is red blue ace. But I don't know. I think this could be okay. And my reasoning is that at this point in red blue ace gameplay, the searchers it's like 4 of Garp, 4 of Moby Dick, and then your amount of Ezo. So I mean, decks that are playing Cavendish are not going to drop Cavendish for this card. It's like a niche pick because I mean the rest of Dawn is nice in red blue ace. Like they like that more than other decks that could use this ability, but like it's still just not as good as Cavendish. And those decks are searching for Cavendish already. This just helps you get it with Ezo, blue Ezo searcher. But I mean, we're talking about 3 really good searchers, and the difference is very minimal. I think the difference in card effect is that Cavendish is much better. So I think it's just probably like it's fine. Like I don't think you're scared of red blue ace taking this card and becoming a monster that has a billion cards in hand every game. Because it can if your deck is allowing red blue ace to do that, it's already doing that.
I agree. I think the red blue ace is I don't think it's a monster anymore, but like it can only play so many cards in the deck, and it has a card
Everything looks
placement
good.
already, so I think it's fine. And this does help those like smaller roguish decks that are kind of struggling to have an identity to like say like here's a 4/6 that draws you a card.
Yeah, especially mono red.
Yeah. The idea
Looks
behind this card, obviously, giving red some kind of generic draw. I mean, obviously, you don't see this too often. Currently, I think, what is it? The only one that we have right now is the Nami, the 5-cost Nami. In the start.
That card is really bad outside of that starter deck. Just
It's
having to put an active Dawn on it is tremendously garbage.
Very unfortunate, yeah. But yeah, again, the idea here is, hey, if you need to activate like a leader effect kind of a thing, it is generic, so any deck could play it. But in Wyper Pirates decks, it does just give you a Dawn on the leader, which has a slight different idea than Cavendish. It's searchable by EZOs and stuff. It's a bit more searchable depending.
From the red ace perspective, one of the things that you can think about, and this is often something that currently Moby Dick does for you and nothing else, is when you're on your 6 Dawn turn, you can play cards like 5, like with Marco on 4, you go to 6, you can turn Marco side, like play a 5-cost Secret Ace, turn Marco sideways, and then give the last active Dawn and then the rested Dawn from this effect to the 5-cost Secret Rare Ace to make it an 8K without the need for a one-time resource. And so I think that would make the 5-cost Secret Rare Ace a little bit better, because I think the issue with 5-cost Secret Rare Ace, I mean, it's still going to have this with this card, is just the fact that it's not an 8K for the rest of the game. But giving it rush is a big deal, because if you can't give it rush, the card is kind of worthless.
Yeah. I mean, this one has the same problem, right? Of just, you have to put this on 5. Like, technically in Red Ace, this is a card that the loopy problem, right? On 4, you can't really give it rush. Maybe you don't care as much, but it'd be nice for on 5, you can give like a Moby Dick, Rested Dawn to the character, make it an AK with the extra Dawn, go for a swing, draw a card, give like your leader an extra Dawn, or maybe itself too, right? Like a 9K swing. Not bad. Yeah. But overall, idea just good where it is. It's like an okay card, underpowered.
I think what I like about this the best, and I think just looking at the lens of OP17, because I don't know if you were thinking about like what could be printed next set, but what I like about this is because of the amount of bricks and sort of just the general deck composition of Red Ace, this card isn't so like, it looks really good, but you also can't just include it, because like if you add more bricks that aren't 8Ks, you're kind of sacrificing quite a lot. And
you can't turn this into a 2K, right? You need to only turn 8Ks into 2Ks.
Yeah,
that's right. And you can't for the Luffy effect. So like this card essentially just sits in your hand if you don't play it on 4. Is it worth it past 4 Dawn? I would think sometimes, because you can give it
this
rush.
seems pretty decent in the new Newgate deck, because it can just pitch any card, right? Like in the OP17 one.
That's kind of where I was going, which is like, I think Red Newgate is going to like this card the most out of all of them. But it is still just a really nice option for Red Ace to get as well. And I don't think it does anything for Red Blue Ace, which is kind of where you want to be with Red Whitebeard Pirates.
For context, though, there are obviously 0 cards currently revealed for the Newgate leader.
Yes.
Nothing is out yet. We have no idea how it's going to go, or whether or not it's going to be like an 8K engine. Could be the same with the Red Ace, where it's going to give a few more of those to this leader, but we'll see. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
This was mostly just obviously a brick is pretty good for a leader who wants to pitch cards for defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just also feeding your
more hard drawing red and dawns on things is just generically good.
Yeah, like I mean, if this sticks to the board, it basically means that they can activate leader effect without having to think at any point during the game. They can just always go, yeah, it looks good here, give a card plus 4K, which I mean, this deck is going to be pretty good, I think.
It'll be good. We'll see it. I'd be very surprised if a generic leader effect like this, being as good as it is not in some way pretty decent. But
like, I don't know if you guys have tested it at all, but like even if you're just running the current Red Ace 8K package with the 8-cost Newgate, just the ability to fight for the board and then have plus 4K every turn is actually kind of monstrous.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see how the Elbaf Luffy looks. I think there's a lot of things going to go on in this set. We'll have to see how much the support
Yeah,
actually gives
I
it.
just really want to play the Kaido. I want to see what the Kaido does. I have a lot of hope.
Give me back Onigashima Island. That's all I ask Bandai.
Please. I need it.
Anyways, we'll go next up in the list. We have a blue card. I'm gonna give you Blue Hachi, which is a 3-cost,
Holy word.
3k power with no counter, with a type Fishman. It's a your turn. This card gains plus 2k power with an on play of you may choose one of these effects. Either draw one card or return this character and up to one of your opponent's 4-cost or lower characters to the hand.
Huh.
This card is great.
I think this card is pretty strong.
I'm actually more worried about this card being busted. I think Blue Jinbei, I'm not going to sit here and say it's like goated, but I think it's super underrated. It's a good deck. And this card is crazy in Blue Jinbei.
Yeah, this is like a 3-for-5 attacker that draws you a card. Or you can just say, screw this. I'm taking out your 4-cost, like Air Croc or something against Goofy or something.
Just having an attacker that is 1 leader effect into 7k, or just it's an attacker without having to give it any cards is something the deck doesn't have very often that it really needs. It also redraws, so it feeds that leader effect.
Yeah.
And the option for 3-cost bounce of 4-cost is really nasty in aggro.
And you also do get the card back, so it is redoable. Like this isn't like a hard one per turn, like in like Yu-Gi-Oh or something. Like if they have a board that's like 2 4-costs, you can just pay 6, put them both back into the hand. Like that seems decent.
Yeah. I
Like,
wonder if the ability
like-
to do that is too flexible. Maybe if there's some sort of, not that I think this card is going to make Blue Jinbei just the best leader ever printed, but like I think maybe I don't know what you would do with keywords to sort of make that not possible to play it 3 times the same card 3 times in one turn. Maybe that's a little too good.
You could maybe
I think that's too flexible. What I like is the flexibility. I think the fact that you can just board wipe your opponent's blockers for, especially in Jinbei, because I want to note is that once you bounce it back for the last time, you still have the card in your hand, and you can immediately discard your hand to get all 9 of those Dawn back if you played it 3
that's
times.
true.
I
This
think
might make is this card not sick though for Jinbei? Like Jinbei hasn't done anything. Like maybe
Yeah,
leader
I
lock
think
this Fishman or like Blue Fishman, and then I think this card is actually fine, if not really sick.
I don't think it's busted outside of Jinbei.
I don't necessarily either, but I think that it just makes some matchups like it's like one of those cards that just completely kills a matchup. You know?
I think overall,
what I would do
it might be one of the best 3-cost of like rates is the problem.
Yeah.
Is, like, for generically for blue, it might be one of the best because like look at blue right now. What do you have on that curve? Like, what is there like legitimately on this curve that you're having and you're happy with to be dropping down?
I can't name a good blue 3-cost.
And in Goofy too, it's like look at Goofy. Does Goofy have anything really? Like obviously, actually, technically, you could put some
that
Goofy
deck sucks.
in a way. With just playing the balance, you could technically do that.
I think what I would do then, I think I don't know if there's a precedent for this in the rules, but I think what I would say is, you may trash this character, and then up to one of your opponent's 4-costs returns to hand, and then at the end of your turn, you return it to your hand as part of that effect.
Yeah, I like that more.
But I think I think that the game should at least force you, if you want to use multiple instances of this, I think it should at least force you to have multiple copies of it.
Or I mean, they could also do you could do the thing where it's like for the bouncing effect, you could make it like pay an additional Dawn, so you can only do it twice, and it costs you 9, or it costs you 8. Sorry, so it's 4 and then 4 instead of 3, 3, 3.
I like
Because
that.
like
Really
paying
fun,
but
2 4-costs.
Yeah,
is
I like that too.
It's a good rate.
I was more like thinking though, it's like, do you just generically lower the 4-cost to be like a 3 or something and make it so it's just
No,
a
I
Holly
think
bouncer?
I like it at 4 because 3 feels like you're just targeting Goofy.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
well,
and like all the
like Holly and
4 is really
That's
high.
true.
Though.
It is very high.
4 is really
Is it the
high.
like what's a 4? What deck's actually playing like straight up 4-costs?
Well,
right
do you
now?
remember 4-cost bounce law?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Like
Yeah,
that card bounces a 4.
Right, but we don't play 4. Like now we're in like the eras of like 5 and up.
I know, but that card was nasty, and I think it's still very good.
It's still nasty on paper, but I think like the decks that are just playing 4-cost now that I can like the only ones I can think of, like Moria plays a lot of 3s and 4s.
Boa
like
does. Lucy
like,
does.
Does really?
Yeah.
Well, it's just Cavendish. It's like just Cavendish.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, but then they just
Big
drop
deal.
they just drop like you bounce it and they drop the 7-cost next turn, draw 4. You know, and it's like
Nami does. UI Nami plays a lot of 4-costs.
Do
Galdino.
they?
Galdino.
Yeah,
Marco.
Marco, Zoro, Galdino, Kiku,
So, Will, I don't think you've
Corona,
been.
Hardback.
Oh,
I'm going
that's
to assume
true.
you haven't actually gotten Moria Trigger into 4-cost Galdino yet.
Yeah, you haven't
That
been
can
destroyed yet.
happen?
Yeah.
Oh, that's evil. Oh, wait, is the
More
Galdino
of an
rest and
attack.
trash?
No, it's standing up, man. It's standing up.
It's
Oh,
active. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
active. 8-cost Moria Trigger needs to go.
You know what? Actually, I think
yeah.
we could honestly do a whole segment on why the Moria Trigger is as bad as it is. Because oh my
Or
god,
just straight up like why they can't make a good 8-cost Moria that's like balanced.
that's true. Actually, it's not possible. It is actually not possible.
It's like, come on. Like, I'm a Moria player through and through. Like, I will play any like through a lot of hesitation and mental gymnastics. I will play any Thriller Bark leader that is Moria specifically. But man, the 8-cost seems just so good. Like, its trigger too is just completely unnecessary.
The worst part is, I think this deck, or that trigger not being like leader locked at all, or like character locked, is miserable. I don't know why they thought that. Hey, we can trigger this and play any 4-cost from trash. Also, it's not rested. Also, you could just play this 8-cost Moria and have it as a trigger. Like this is why yellow slop has become such a problem. It's such
Yeah,
a mixed bag of just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. Play the sloppiest
yeah.
pile known to man, and it's miserable. And I think
Yeah.
it's as bad
Sorry,
as like when they said just like Rayquaza for Bourse. When that was the deal of like, oh, you're playing this card just for Borsalino. That was awful. It's the same for Moria. If you are just playing a 4-cost from trash because of the effect, you can't do this. Like that should not be allowed in the game. It should have just been
you're
Thriller Bark locked.
nasty. It should have been, and it's the same with the first one. They hate putting the word if your leader is Thriller Bark on a character that costs 8 or more.
I think honestly though, the reason why they've been doing that so much recently is if you look at like earlier card design, anything that was remotely good was leader locked. It's like the exact opposite. Like all the way up to block 3, like anything remotely playable was leader locked in some way.
That's
And
fair.
I think people had the opposite complaint of like, oh man, I can only play certain cards in certain decks, and that's the whole game. So every deck, like whenever I see a Pikachu deck, the Pikachu deck is always the same Pikachu deck because they have access to a very specific set of cards. Whereas now it's like you could argue like any blue deck could like your opponent Lucy could be playing 4 of Galdino and you have no idea that that's happening to you. Not that they should be doing that, let me be clear, but
You think they shouldn't be? They could. I think it'd be pretty good.
I think so. I don't know. I think 7-cost Savo is too good, but I don't know. If it was 6-cost Savo, 6 for 8. Woohoo!
This is like this is on topic enough, but I wanted to know what your opinions are on the blue pudding ban. I know this is pretty old news now, but I've seen some pretty nasty, gnarly takes about it. E.g., like I don't think it should have been banned. I do, but I've seen people who say that it shouldn't have been banned, and I wonder what's going on in their noodles.
Blue pudding is I think the worst design card in this entire game, like by far. I think it was 100%. The problem that we can see again, if we want to talk about like color identity as a problem in this game, which it very much is right now. Pudding is I think the main offender of this. The idea that like the only way to punish draw was a blue card, in the color that was meant to just draw, I think is miserable. Blue should not be countering blue. That should not have been the case ever. If you want to make the statement of you should have made pudding for every color, I can kind of understand it. I think it's still an issue at that point.
That's most that I hear is like every color deserved a pudding, which I'm like, that's fair. But then this game becomes so boring where you're just like trying to keep your hand size around 6, like
Yeah,
so that they don't want to pudding you, you know.
But there's always
But,
there's always the counter like to the idea of pudding. It's like if you were trying to play around pudding the entire match, it's not fun. I don't think it's ever a good time when I'm like, I'm at 7 in hand. If I get pudding now, I lose the game. I don't think it's ever a good like feeling for a card game to have, like an instant win con, and it's always a win con. It's always like this kind of you're gonna win because of like if you want to like do like a discard. I think discarding is fine. I think giving your opponent the option to discard is a much better option on a card effect than having it just be I'm gonna reshuffle my entire deck and I'm gonna draw the 5 worst pieces that you've ever seen. That's awful.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
the amount of times I lost at locals to like a 5 or 6 card hand pudding effect into drawing like literally 0 counter and taking 3 or 4 life on a turn was not as much as you'd think, but oh my god, did it suck when it happened.
I mean, I was at a locals once, and I was playing Roger against an ace, and I had like classic Roger, I think it's one life, a billion cards in hand type deal. And they
Yeah.
puddinged me and then went 7-8 and I lost. Because I drew five bricks.
Yep.
And my life was a brick.
8.
And it's like that is extremely undeserved.
I'd like to break in real quick with just a cheeky little piece of news here. I don't know if you guys are following the Gum that intensely, but are you familiar with this blue buggy that just won? And when I say blue buggy, I'm not talking about OP16. We're talking about flagship, by the way. 09 buggy. Yes.
Oh my god, I know a lot of people who would news a lot.
Hold on. If you find it on the Gum, it says it's OP16 buggy, but if you click on it, this is what it looks like. It's not OP16 buggy, obviously.
It's not. Wow.
I can't believe that. It's so good. Oh well, who thought?
I might be wrong. You can play the Galdino off of something like Croc Mihawk. I might be incorrect.
Is that right? I don't know if it's cross guild. Actually, sorry, is it like also former like?
I don't remember what these cards do. It's been so long.
All right, real quick, looking it up. We'll give it a check. All right,
Croc Mihawk,
small little
cross guild.
Well, no, is Galdino like a cross guild and it's like by itself?
Former Baroque works.
It's
it's not. Yeah, dude, they're just playing the Galdino for the love of the game. I think
it's a good card.
What I like about it is like on your 10 dons or your 9 dons, you can just leader effect a 10 cost buggy and then play Galdino.
That's true. That's so evil.
Wait, sorry. Wait, do you mean Croc and Mihawk?
No, they're like on 10 don turn, you can just pay 5 for the 10 cost buggy, bounce or like deck bottom anything, and then Galdino a 9 cost.
Yeah, sorry. I meant more like on the Croc angle. The Croc Mihawk can't play it, but the 7 cost Croc can do it. Oh, they're not playing 7 cost Croc. Okay, never mind.
They are not playing 7 cost Croc.
That one could play Galdino.
Maybe
though.
wait.
That one can do it.
Maybe
is 4 of Shoe Buggy? Sorry, 4 of Shoe Buggy. Oh, what does Promo Buggy play?
Shoe Buggy.
I'm assuming it's a cross.
I remember the days back when Shoe Buggy was terrorizing locals. Those were good times.
I remember when it was
yeah, it's cross scaled.
Yeah.
So still no.
Shoe Buggy is a goat, man.
Yep. You know, honestly, sorry, that buggy not being like a 7 for 4, it still makes me upset.
Like a 7 call
because it was like
so tall.
Completely like.
Why is it so tall?
It was the anti-Betty tech, right? That was the idea. Like you can't like realistically Betty this at all. Like if you wanted to make it like like a 7 for like 6, maybe to get around like 7 cost Newgate, like not to get like immediately popped, then sure. But they also had Croc Mihawk. Like it wasn't happening.
If Betty had Rygo when that was happening, I think that would like the matchup against Buggy would be way more like closely split.
And this is not like a defensive.
Betty did have access to Rygo.
Not the
Betty
whole
did
time.
have access to Rygo.
Yeah, not during the
I mean, sorry, they didn't play it though. They're not playing Rygo.
Like,
no, not even.
Like obviously, I know it's back. They don't get to play a bunch of characters, but like, I don't know. It's like your one.
But also, Betty is like the deck that your opponent is never swinging life at until they win the game. So you're basically every time you play that Rygo, it's going to be trash 3 life in the deck where you have absolutely no cards in hand or counter.
Yeah, that doesn't.
You genuinely die to a searcher and leader swing on any given board when you Rygo.
Would Rygo be too strong if it drew the cards to your hand instead of making you trash them?
Probably,
yes.
Yeah.
I don't even want to hear that.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
That's terrifying.
Okay, some decks would genuinely Rygo for card advantage at that point.
Yeah.
You know who would? And
sorry, you Rygo and use Boris. You don't loot anything. You use gain them.
True.
Cards. That's crazy.
You can't do that in the same turn, but that is pretty nasty.
A little bit too much.
You never heard of the Rygo cost reduction tech? Just tap 5 Dawn instead of 6.
Yeah, cheating.
No, I'll just slow play instead. That's my
That reminds me of the guy who like
that's
pulled
Cheers don't even
sack or something.
Cheers don't even do anything cool anymore. They just slow play you.
Oh man. You know, I missed the Flacco drama, man. I used to have like the Flacco stuff all over my For You page, and it's been gone. It's been gone. I don't see the shit anymore.
5, this is my age. 5, this is my age, dude.
Flacco was.
Was that him?
I just remember like him making like a BY Loopy deck that was one of the. It was after the 8 cost Gecko Moria ban. He's like, it's still playable. Everyone was like, no, it's not. Get off the deck, and it was never the same. BY was.
I was playing against Brandon's B Teach deck, and he realized halfway through that for the longest time he had been playing with 5 10 cost teaches.
Yep.
Oh my god.
It's the classic teach experiences. They just have too many cards.
Do you even want more 10 cost teach? Is that even like a good?
Yeah.
No.
You want 5.
No.
I feel like you don't want to see you don't want to see it until like late game. Like you don't want to see it that often.
Absolutely not.
The 5 of his.
But
No,
once
it's
you're in
funny.
the game, you want to see it every turn.
You know, cheaters used to like have to like do like sleight of hand sort of setups where they like pull an electrical Luna out of their pants.
Yeah, I just talking about that.
Now they just take 10 minutes on like a 5K into 5K decision.
Christ. You know what though? I will say, speaking of Luna, Luna I think is one of the most interesting like staple cards for green. Maybe it's not. Maybe for most people it's not, but I think it's kind of a cool tech option that green kind of has that exists, and I like the idea of that being what green is about, being freezing.
I
like
wonder
freeze.
if they could do something like that for maybe like red, because I think there's a lot of a lack of identity in red right now, specifically because of purple having better access to minus power and minus power pop sort of effects.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, red has become kind of a nothing burger, like in terms of actual things that it does.
Rush. Yeah, it's rush guys.
It's just rush keyword. It's just rush keyword. But like, if we're talking about the best rush in the format, like we're still talking about purple.
We're still talking about 8 cost yellow Doflamingo. Like I can't get his name out of my mouth.
Absolutely. Keep 10 cost ace out of your mouth, man.
10 cost ace was goated. 10 cost ace was goated.
You know what? Yellow actually has quite a few rush at the top end. Dude, it's a bit. 10 cost
5 cost
Enel.
10 cost Enel. No, that's actually a good rush.
That's actually a good. You know what? Maybe red truly does have nothing.
Like
not special,
they have red. They have rush keyword on leader effect. That's what they have.
Red is like, you know that philosopher who was like, who wanted to live like having nothing, and then he only had a bowl, and then he saw a kid eating with his hands and threw away the bowl. That's literally just red. Red saw yellow have rush and said, I don't need it.
You know, but red is really like lacking in what it wants. Like the 1 cost ohm would be a great red card if it was just red.
What?
Yeah. You know, actually, I do kind of enjoy... There is one part of the red identity that I think is really interesting. I think it's the fact that they only get bad cards. That's kind of a really cool identity to have in a game.
That's true.
Identity is being in a rogue category.
I'm hoping that red Newgate will change this. I think the card pool red Newgate has access to going into it is already quite good. I mean, Moby Dick is great. 7 cost Zoro is better in this deck than it is in red ace. 7 cost ace from O2. Honestly, that's going to be a monster card.
The only good
in that deck
identity for red, actually, I think, is the increasing leader power, which is why I think Newgate. I think you're right. Newgate is going to be the deck to be there, right?
Buddy.
I'm saying,
ever heard of Nightmare Luffy?
All right. Sorry, or Nami, or just Nami. Nami exists.
Yeah, have you ever heard of Nami leader?
If we are talking,
that's what RP Roger had, though. That's all it had.
RP Roger is just P Roger. There's like the R is just because it needs to play 10 cost rush Shanks.
And Roger.
It's so funny because the difference between that deck, even when it high rolls like the ramp, like the difference between that deck when it has 10 cost rush Shanks and when it doesn't have 10 cost rush Shanks is so stark. Like the deck hardly functions without it, even if it does hit all of its ramps.
It's true.
It's crazy we got to a part of the game where like 10 cost rush Shanks just will not win you the game at this point.
I mean, you get two
playing it on your opponent's 4 Dawn will not win you the game. You still lose to Borsellino.
Goofy's going for the win con at that point. Goofy's winning. Goofy's gonna win that matchup.
They're about to play the Prisoners Are Rioting event or whatever.
I feel like 10 cost Shanks is like insane into that whole setup.
That's what I'm saying, though. But you don't have it. I mean, they also just have Bon Clay. They also just have Bon Clay for the 9K 2 cost.
I can't believe
they
gave Goofy every single option.
It's -1 from the Shanks, though.
-1, but you have to put a Dawn on it, so it's still 9K.
So it's still 9.
So it goes from 10 to 9.
That's awful. But anyway, if we're talking about color identity problems, though, I think we're kind of obligated to talk about the kind of like fall off of black cost reduction into just graveyard recursion.
I think it's more like cost KO. We still have cost reduction, right? Like Croc still exists. Croc was a huge one that was just minus cost, but you know, obviously.
Yeah, but that's like
I don't know if I count that the same way because the leader just gives you -10 for basically no cost.
Like that's
Yeah.
basically just a saying this card only works in my deck. Like that's kind of just a way of leader locking, in my opinion.
Sorry, what was the black 15 deck? This was it was Brook, right?
Black 15 Brook, yeah.
Yeah, so it was graveyard into graveyard stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's interesting. I think it's such a funny overcorrection for Ice Age. Because people hated when Ice Age was still a thing. Black cost reduction was obviously like one of. It doesn't even matter what leader you were playing it in. Like, was one of the best strategies you could be playing. Mostly in Lucci, just because Lucci was the best at it. But
I liked Moria in it because it was very efficient to just Absolem Ice Age for 4 and kill a 10 or kill a 7 cost.
Moria was bad though.
People just hated
Moria was not
that.
bad. Moria was not bad. You watch your mouth.
When you played it, it was bad. When you played it, it was a wash.
Yeah, no, specifically when you started shuffling the cards, it became bad.
No, OP08 I think was 2 sets too too late afterwards, you know.
Oh,
just a little
but
bit.
like they just thought people like, oh my god, they just hate cost reduction poppers. No, I think what people that were really playing the game, I mean, I can get it from a casual perspective, but I think what people who were really in the know disliked about those formats wasn't like cost reduction KO. It was Ice Age making it just KO and not cost reduction. You know what I mean? Because I think when it's multiple cards involved and it's not as efficient, that's when it becomes fine. I think people disliked losing their 9 and 10 costs. I mean, like you think back to those days. If they printed 10 cost Newgate back in those formats, people would have laughed at you for trying it. It would have been worthless. It's a completely useless card. Why would you play it? You're spending 10 Dawn to draw 2 cards and nothing else.
Do absolutely, just lose it the next turn.
Do absolutely nothing. Because like even just basic like 4 cost and 5 cost poppers, we're removing that from your board for as little as 6 combined Dawn.
I mean, it's why
developing a body.
It's why you had to play the cards that were like, Luffy Taro, play out 2 guys, so you at least keep something on the board against Lucci.
And the funny part was on the other end of the spectrum. At the time, I was playing Red Newgate, and I don't know if you're familiar with the 5 cost Ace Super Rare from the starter deck that has basically just has removal from effects protection.
Yeah.
And has rush. You would just win games if you played that on 5 and then 7. You would just beat black removal decks just because you just had access to good cards that had maybe rush or removal protection or both. You could just straight up beat black decks because they didn't even bother to tech into those cards because those cards were often too inefficient to even threaten them. So if you had a good one, you could just win. And I say this from the perspective of the 5 for 6 super rare from the Red Newgate starter deck.
Man, but they overcorrected themselves completely. It's so weird to see like the cards they got afterwards. Like, you remember like the 6 cost law from the PRBO2? Like, that was from a time like they printed so many cards that were like, hey, cannot be removed by a certain thing, or like you get like a little downside from it after it was already done. After that wave was already gone, where KO effects were huge. Like, we still see it. Like, we still see KO effects still exist in the game in some way, but it always needs like an extra thing on the side to make it work, right? Like, Lucy has it as like an option of like, oh, it has minus power that can KO, but like you can also just swing into it as well, right? So it's not like you don't have to KO during that position.
Every time I think about that Lucy card, the Fire Fist, I forget that it's both turns, just like 7 cost sack.
Is it both?
Yeah, it is both.
Good
yeah,
Lord. Okay.
It's minus 8k for both turns.
And they can do that off of the Sabo blocker?
Yeah, they play it for, and then they draw a card. And then they can pop like a chop blocker. I mean, like the reason we're talking about good removal protection, like I think 6 cost Marco in the red ace deck is like one of the newest forms of just like insanely good generic red removal protection. But honestly, what's funny is I think the strength of this card is the fact that it can't be cleared by combat.
That would be it. That's all you have for it. Yeah.
That's the part I actually like about this card in like most matchups. There's a couple matchups where I'm like, ooh, Marco, I'm gonna play this. But like otherwise I'm just playing Vista.
I mean, the sad part is right now, the big one is purple. Just the fact that purple's like kind of removal, the type of removal it's actually putting out right now, it avoids every single one of like the keywords that are like that would say, hey, actually this doesn't die, right? It avoids like the cannot be cut by effects because like obviously you use minus power swing into it, and that like will KO basically everything. Like very few cards are actually like KO immune. The couple I can think of are like the 4 cost Kaido from the yellow Yamato structure deck, if you remember that one. Cannot be KO in battle. That one's a funny one, but like there are so few that are just like, cannot be KO in battle, and like they're actually good still, right?
They're good. I mean, Atlas is one of the best cards they've ever printed.
Okay.
I love Atlas.
Yeah,
Atlas
Atlas
is immune, man. It's immune.
Yeah,
But like
OP07. I
every
think
single bad deck has that, right? It's like Hody Jones has a card like that, and it's like a really decent in that deck. But
yes, dude, it's
that
a
deck's
monster.
terrible. That deck is terrible. Dosun is
I
not
think
good enough.
It's okay.
Another underrated aspect of what purple removal is doing, and when we talk about purple removal, we're mostly talking about Enel, is like
Are we?
in Enel, I am.
Are you
'Cause,
sure?
like-
Have you ever heard of Rosinante, Gum Gum Lightning?
No, but they're not okay. The Gum Gum Lightning thing. The Gum Gum Lightning thing is just for efficient rates mostly.
You don't say. You don't say.
No, but I mean, like, obviously they can combo it, but I think like just having Marco set up and then just when they minus power something else and then go for an L Thor pop. The issue is because it's a 0 cost, super efficient pop, like I could theoretically save it, but am I going to pitch 4 AKs from my hand to save this card? Because I have no idea what they could do, right? It's like not even worth it half the time to even gamble on the fact that they have multiple L Thors. It's removal protection in quotations because when they have 4 poppers in their hand, it's like, what do you do?
And a freeze, Lightning Dragon as well. Worst feeling in the world is when you have one character you really want to stick the board, you counter out of it, make sure you stop like the double swing usually right into it, and you give up usually like a 2K or something, or like double 2Ks maybe, and then you get Lightning Dragoned, and you just can't use it, and it's going to die next turn, and you basically wasted so many resources for nothing, and it's miserable. You hate to see it.
Yeah, I wonder what they. Enel is in such a weird spot because I think this is a deck that could get Powercraft, but I really just don't like the way that it plays just in general. Even if it did get Powercraft out of top 1 or 2, depending on your perspective, like I think it's always going to be like competitive, and I think it's always just going to be awful.
It's weird.
So I think that's why I'm advocating for the Gamma Knife pair ban. Just because I think that deck doesn't deserve to have access to such easy cost or power reduction, not cost reduction.
It is leaving soon. They might just do the thing where it's like, well, it's rotating soon anyway. Just don't ban it. But
have
fun
fun
with
with an extra grand battle. Have fun with that.
Enel is already the extra grand battle destroyer.
That's why right
the
now
decks are just not efficient enough.
This is like why we need more formats. Like extra grand battle is just whatever the current top meta is the meta in extra grand battle because the power creep is just so absurd.
You know, some may say his rates are too efficient.
It might.
Enel's rates are kind of absurd.
Yeah.
Holly has too many words on it. That's what I found out. That's all it is.
I can't believe they stopped playing that card. Like you watch all of this. I mean, like I know that Eastern meta players are more traditionally like lenient towards like defensive play styles, but like you watch a Western play in like any sort of top cut, and all of the Enels are playing Holly, and you're like, oh my god, this matchup that they previously said was losing is actually super winnable if they just play Holly in their deck. And it's like this deck has no weaknesses as long as you just because like I guess the thought is that you're taking a hit to consistency in the removal matchups, and then it's not super consistent in the matchups you want Holly because it's only one card. It is like such a disgusting card. I feel like they should just be playing it all the time.
I kind of agree. I have an Enel deck fully proxied, not because I like it, because I want to practice against it, because I hate fighting them, and that's how I've gotten so good at fighting them with Moria, the GOAT. And like I've learned that if you just play Holly, your deck is just stronger. Like it's not a brick. It says, yeah, I'm gonna swing 9k double attack and you can't just get a free swing into me because I'm a 6k defensively. Like the card is just a monster.
The meta's changed so much too. The one thing with it is I think you're seeing a lot more Holly, because the current meta is just so teched for it. It's so much better into a lot of these matchups just existing of because Goofy's defensive like setup honestly is not great. It's weird. Like they get like a million cards. It's pretty good, but drop a Holly on the field, it's not gonna die. Like you're fine. A Holly can exist on the board, and you'll just like get free swings coming in the entire time. You don't want to be. Their board output is a little bit too good. So Enel has to be playing Holly right now, and it's really good. It's been doing good.
Like imagine if Enel got like a 4 for or like a 5 for 7 that had double attack.
Enel does not need anything right now.
No, like, vanilla. Like is there no like 5 for 7 double attack, nothing else like brick? In purple? Yeah, like brick, nothing else. Like Enel would play that,
right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Enel
would play anything. Like you see the 4 cost baby 5.
Yes. Oh my god,
that 4 cost baby 5 in there.
Would you even play that though? I
Yes.
don't even know that's
Yeah,
a thing.
it's
Sorry.
so belligerent.
4-cost baby 5 is it makes me upset. It's so awful.
I know. When I first saw that, I was mad. Like I didn't.
Wait, which is the 4-cost baby 5?
It's the 4-cost purple baby 5, the one from
from
Doflamingo.
Donkfire. It's a 4 for 2, and it just says on play Rampa Dawn, which you don't care about because you're an L.
Yeah.
But it's on KO Dawn -1, gain 1 life. And the reason why they were playing it is because the advantage you got from gaining 1 life for free is just like so good. I mean, you're never doing this in like a super high competitive match, but like if you're playing this at locals and you saw a lot of Enel mirrors, like you would win the Enel mirror just because you had this card. because you can swing for it for 7 or whatever with your leader effect.
And this costs how much?
Being a body.
This is a 4-cost?
It's 4-cost. 4-cost.
And sorry, ramps it on active or rested? Active? There's a way you can play 2 of these then, no? Like you go like you already put 1 back with an event, right? So you have 1 in your Dawn deck.
No.
Play it.
You can, right?
I don't think there's a point in getting 2 of them, but you could combo it with a Reiju maybe if you can. I know there should be a way, right?
Sure.
If you
No, because if you're on 6, right, you play for 4,
yeah,
you have 2 active.
It ramps active, and then your leader gets you 1 active.
Oh, sorry.
Right?
You need to be on 5. You need to be on 5.
Oh,
yeah, on 5.
And then,
well, no, just put a Dawn
wait, no,
back.
no, this doesn't work. No, this doesn't work. You guys are messing around. This doesn't
what
work.
do you mean, you guys? What are you guys talking about? What do you mean?
Yeah, Matt, what are you talking about, man?
Oh my god. I'm gonna start spamming, man. Oh my god.
Oh, you're right. No, it doesn't work.
Holy. Anyways, you can play Galdino on that turn though. In an L. Drop a cheeky little 4-cost Galdino.
Actually, so amazing, man. I love when they leak purple, blue, Enel.
It's crazy though. It's like you look at Goofy, and Goofy's just game plan is kind of the exact same as Enel, but you're actually gaining card advantage for it. Right? Like every 2-cost you have that you're playing is like, oh, you can play as many as Enel, but the bodies are better. There's just like generically, as well. I can't believe it. As well as the fact of just they swing so much better and they exist in such a great spot that like you just can't you can't deal with it. Like Wyper is like the problem with like Wyper existing, right? Is obviously it just hoses that deck, but I think you kind of need it.
Wyper is so good. Can we talk? What do you guys think about Wyper? Is it like you should be playing at least 1 in purple decks sort of situation or what?
Purple in purple decks, yeah, man.
Oh, yellow decks, excuse me.
yeah, and the yellow. Yeah,
so
I think so. I think for the most part you probably have to. It's just too good into both of those decks, right? PEnel and Goofy. There's no reason not to.
The fact that it's counter is shocking.
Yeah, it's just like the tech piece of the format, you know? It's what yellow has to do to actually like withstand those if you're not already winning into Goofy. If you have a losing Goofy matchup, you kind of have to be doing this. That's a problem with Teach though, right? Is that Teach is already not a problem though, but Teach is already winning into Goofy, right? So there's not really a point in doing that. That's the idea.
Maybe it's more towards an L for Teach.
I mean, it definitely. I mean, there's just been so much like kill a bunch of 1-cost kind of effects now, like the Loki, like the new secret rare Loki. Like that one's just like kill 4 1-costs or like 2 2-costs. Like it's great into both.
New Loki
and
Yeah, we can talk about that.
New Loki could genuinely be the start of cost reduction poppers again. Specifically, I think in Black Luffy, because it has blocker, it's more capable of stalling the game out.
That's true.
It's kind of crazy. You can KO 4 dugongs, Kung Fu dugongs, which I think is a little bit too good.
Shut the hell up. If you give it Ice Age in extended format, you can KO 5, man.
That's true, actually. Yeah, that's true.
I guess it's like that magic card, right? Where if you have like something with minus, wait, is it like that magic card? If you have something with minus cost, does it add?
You're talking about Deathroy, Death Shadow, right? That combo.
Yeah. If you pick something with minus cost, do you get to add cost to your popper? Like if you pick something with -5 cost, can you pop a 9 cost?
Maybe. Matt, do you know the combo he's talking about or no?
No, I have no idea.
You don't know this?
I've put enough magic. Yeah, no, I haven't actually played.
Yeah, tell him.
It's a mutate card, my favorite mechanic, where it's like when it mutates, you can get creatures from your graveyard to the battlefield with total power 10 or like total power 10, I think, or total power toughness 10.
Yeah.
Death Shadow has the passive ability of it gets -X, where X is your life total like everywhere it has this.
Sure, yeah.
Right. So if you choose it with Nethroy, the mutate thing, your total power you can get now gets that, like you get your life total's worth in new creature powers you can grab, if that makes sense. Like
wait, sorry, if it's minus cost, you can add more shit to that?
Yes.
Yeah, because
like,
it basically subtracts from the 10 total.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Sorry, that should not be
I'm
allowed,
wondering
by the
if
way.
Loki works like that. I think in One Piece card game, I think cards that have more cost reduction than they have cost are considered 0.
I think you're
I might
right.
be mistaken. I know it's not like that for power.
Yeah, power is.
It's not like that for
yeah.
power. I think for cost, it's considered 0. I might be wrong.
Honestly,
because then you could like Ice Age a 1 cost.
You know what?
Ice Age a 1 cost or something.
Isn't most of Croc's effects like if your opponent has like a 0 cost? Is 0 lower or 0 cost?
0 cost.
Because if it's 0 cost, then that means that the bottom line is 0. That is the final bottom line.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't work if it was -1, right? It wouldn't actually work that way.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent shout, Matt. What is your favorite design card? Because we know that pudding is like everyone's least favorite design card because it's very unhealthy. But like, what is your favorite design card? Because I have an answer for this.
Like recently or all time?
All time. Just like favorite way it functions.
All time. I know what it is, but this is gonna sound super lame these days.
Yeah.
Matt, are you ready? Do you know what you want?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
All right, Will, you want to start us?
I can start. Sure. Mine is the 2-cost Black Chopper Searcher.
Yeah,
that's a great one. I love that card
because it functions by itself as a top 3 search for 2, which is a bad rate, but it gets stronger and stronger with your synergies, which I think is a really cool idea.
Yeah,
that is my spiel.
Very
short.
Do you have yours? Oh yeah, if you want to go yours.
Yeah. Do you? Yeah. It's okay if I go first.
Yeah. Mine's boring.
My favorite card of all time still is 9-cost Newgate from O2. I love that
fair.
card.
Yeah,
I love it so much. I really enjoyed the way that it interacted with Newgate Leader because of the no life taking. I think was really interesting, and I like the fact that it popped blockers. I mean, chump blockers weren't really a thing during the formats that I was playing it, but even still, like the amount of value you got from that side effect was shockingly high. And I think it ended up being a very well-rounded card. I think if Red Ace had something like that now, it would be quite strong.
Yeah, it was really funny seeing that card. I think especially as just like the generic like top end piece you'd put in red like for the longest time, right? If you wanted to have like some kind of like survivability, you dropped 9 cost. When Roger was being revealed, right? People were always playing the 9 cost before they got the 8 cost in, or like the 10 cost Roger, but people didn't play the 10 cost Roger anyways, right? But they put all of that. That was the big one. But yeah, that's
I will say that the 10 cost Roger is also really cool, but it makes it lets Iceberg attack. Keep that in mind.
Extended classic,
the greatest combo of all time. Yeah.
Extra battle classic.
All right, real quick. It's kind of a boring one, but I just really enjoy the efficient rates on it. I love the red 3-cost Sanji. I think
fair. 4-cost Marco.
The true origin.
I think the idea of a character that like gains a pretty like nice stat line, like a 3 for 6 is like a very nice stat line to have. One of the best in the game by far, right? As well as it being, but it's easy for an opponent to interact with. It's not that hard to like just swing into it with a leader effect or with a leader attack. But you also draw a card, right? I think it has like the best of all of those worlds where you just gain so much from it. And I think it's been good. It's crazy how this has been like one of the best red staples for the longest time, and I get it. One of the best 3-costs in the entire game has to be.
Yeah.
Honestly,
for sure.
Well, anyways, though, I appreciate you guys coming on. This was good. Thank you guys so much.
I think it was good.
Of course.